some people stop in, we might not. First off, so I was working on this stat block for a undead creature called the Forgotten Foxglove. So I was just starting to go through and make her stat block here. Let me open up what I need. All right, Forgotten Foxglove. Oh, that's what I was using. Some of these NPCs don't actually have existing stat blocks, so I was pulling some information for some of them. So this one is a undead creature, and it's actually the stat block that I'm using for her is a fell, or sorry, it's not a fell wraith. It's a fell wraith. I decided I was going to do black speed. Oh yeah, no, it was a fell wraith. Hello, Pizza Man. Welcome to the chat. How was your stream yesterday? Appreciate the hype. Don't know why my internet is being so difficult right now. Lot of drop frames here for what sense. Sunny day. There shouldn't be any issues. Yeah, I'm having some pretty bad internet issues here this morning, I guess. Hopefully it can get back up and working. It was great. Gonna do before I leave for dog sitting. What is today's stream about? That's awesome. I hope your stream goes good. What are you planning on streaming today? Today I'm doing a little bit of session planning. So up on the screen here, I'm actually in my Foundry working on a few NPC stat blocks. So right now I'm working on this undead creature that I have called the Forgotten Foxglove. So I was just starting to build her stat block based off of a fell white stat block that I have from Lord of the Rings 5e. So I was just starting to work on that. You're coming through perfectly on Twitch. Okay, that's good, because it keeps telling me that I'm dropping and that my stream keeps restarting. So, well, I guess we'll see. Got this undead stat block. Fell wraith. All right, so I finished doing up the HP, AC, its speed. It's got a 30-foot fly with hover, expertise in stealth, true sight of 120 feet. Resistances, it's got resistance to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from weapons that aren't enchanted with spells for Bane of the Undead. which is a type of reward that you can upgrade your weapons with at later levels. And it's got immunities to cold, necrotic, and poison damage, as well as some condition immunities. So it's got immunity to charmed, exhaustion, grapple, paralyzation, petrification, poison, prone, and restrained conditions. It's vulnerable to radiant damage, and for languages it speaks Black speech as well as Western. And Western is kind of the common tongue for the rest of the people. Not sure yet. Probably going to be Mass Effect or Souls game. I'll be right back. Okay, no worries. I commend you for playing Souls games. I am not a Souls person. I get very frustrated with the Souls type game. Thank you. I'm a detail-oriented person. So yeah, so this stat block, it's got, oops. Just sent that to my chat. Whoops. We're just going to delete that. Delete. That never happened. So it's got a feature called Deathless. So if damage reduces it to 0 hit points, it makes a Constitution saving throw. And the DC of that throw is 5 plus whatever damage it has taken. So if it takes 10 damage, it'll be 15, a DC of 15 for its con save. Unless that damage is radiant damage. If it takes radiant damage to reduce it to 0 hit points, it doesn't have to make the save, it just dies. Or if it's from a critical hit or one of those weapons that's enchanted with that Bane of the Undead spell. On a success, it drops to 1 hit point instead. So this is kind of your typical undead shenanigans where it continues to come back to life even when it should die. It also has a sunlight weakness, so when it's in sunlight, it has disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws. As a DM or as a lore master, you're not going to want to put this creature in sunlight unless it doesn't make sense story-wise for you to put it in darkness. For example, if the players were to pop into a tomb somewhere and drag a body out in the middle of a sunny afternoon, then it's probably not going to make sense to be like, oh, it's actually really dark out today. But yeah, so just working on this now. Next up, we're going to work on its actions, and it actually has a sword. So I'm going to go into my items, and all this stuff is stuff that I spent forever making up here on Foundry. It took a long time for me to finish this up. So it has a sword. So we're going to drag and drop that sword onto its character sheet. Oh, is it? Oh yeah, no, it did. For some reason I thought it went under a different thing. So now that we have this sword, we'll just make sure the reason it didn't properly go over all the details. All of my stuff that I did for activation costs went away. All right, well, we're going to set up the sword. It's going to be an action to use your sword Target is going to be I won't set a target. We won't worry about that. Range is 5 feet. No duration, no limited uses, no resource consumption. It is a melee weapon attack. Ability modifier will be default, which is usually your strength. If you had like some special creature that used like charisma or something like that, or dexterity, you could modify it in here, but this one just uses regular strength. We won't worry about modifying that too much. Now we've got our attack roll bonus. And grant me just a second here while I try and remember how I did this last time. Oh, that's the bonus to hit, which is a +5. Critical hit threshold is just regular 20. Extra critical hit damage, there's no extra damage formula though. So it is a 1d6 +3. And this is slashing. Versatile damage is going to be if they use two hands, so it's a 1d8 +3 slashing if they use both hands, which most of the time, unless they're carrying a shield, makes sense. And they don't have any saving throws or anything on this sword. That is good on our sword here. All right. Just modify my chat stuff so that I make private GM rolls. And we're going to our sword. Oops. I shouldn't have added the +5 to the attack roll. Apparently I already added it for me. Alright. So 29 to hit for 9 damage. That's our D6. Just need to figure out how my how I get my versatile damage. Let's see here. Versatile damage. Maybe I'll just add it over here as a different damage formula. Two-handed and one-handed. Versatile damage. That should work. Let's try that. That looks like. Ooh, no, I don't want it to look like that. That's way too much. Edit. How did it do it twice for both? Maybe I'll just flip this. This one's the two-handed. Maybe I'll do it like that. Let's try that. Other formula. Okay, cool, that works. Now, it's usually two-handed, and then if I click other formula, it'll give me the one-handed damage instead, which is exactly what I want. Okay. Now I need to make sure that these are definitely, yeah, those are definitely showing as secret. Perfect. Don't want to give away anything to my players. Not that I think that they're going to be fighting this thing, but it's always good to be prepared just in case. Good old-fashioned muscles. Yeah. She doesn't look like much, and actually she doesn't have much for strength. That's actually a good point. She's not very strong. I don't think that my swords are... Oh, they are finesse. Well, look at that. Oh, it's all right. It's all right using her dexterity, it looks like. Yeah, +3, +2, that's a +5. Okay. Yeah, already. It's so smart. Foundry is so smart. I really recommend, if anyone's getting into DMing or just game mastering any sort of tabletop system, Foundry is fantastic. The customization available is comparable to nothing. Like I've played a few different top systems, and this is amazing. An amazing system. It's just so good. It's so smart. It's smarter than I am. That's for sure. All right, we'll close our items here. All right, so we've got our sword. What do we need next? We need, it's got a fun feature. So let's give it a new feature. And this feature is called Strike Fear. All right, so description. Each non-undead creature of the fell wraith's choice that is within 60 feet of the fell wraith and aware of it gains 1 shadow point from dread. Resisted by a DC 12 charisma saving throw. On a failed save, a target becomes frightened for 1 minute. If the save fails by 5 or more, the target is also stunned while frightened in this way. A creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending the effect on itself on a success. If a creature's saving throw is successful or the effect ends for it, creature is immune to the fell wraith's strike fear for the next 24 hours. So essentially, what this stat block does is it uses its strike fear. Usually it's going to choose all the members of the party. They're going to make a DC 12 charisma save. And then if they fail that save, they gain a shadow point, which moves them along their shadow path. And they're also frightened, and they get to repeat the saving throw at the end of each of their turns. But they also might become stunned depending on how badly they fail. If they succeed, or if they break the effect, or 1 minute passes and the effect ends, then this fail wraith isn't able to use it for another 24 hours. So that it can repeat this every single round, which is not a big CR creature. It's only a CR1, so it's not going to be like a huge creature for the players to defeat. What you don't want is for your characters to go into battle against a bunch of these things, because if you pair enough of these CR1s together, your player heroes are going to have a lot of shadow points added to them, and they're going to very quickly become influenced by the shadow, and probably at least go into one bout of madness, which is good. It's good though. It's an opportunity to encourage those role play opportunities. All right. So that is good on that. So let's save that. I'm going to, this is special. Target, it's a radius of 60 feet. Creatures, I should say non-undead creatures of the Fell Wraith choice that are aware of it. So you can't use this to surprise your player heroes. Duration is 1 minute. No limited uses. Yes, template prompt. It's not a recharge ability, but it is a saving throw. So they need to make me a, what did I say, a charisma save versus, and we're going to just set the flat DC 12. So make a saving throw, charisma save. Perfect. This is, there we go, status conditions. Apply effect to actor. So we want them to become frightened. Oh, that owns this affects parent item. No, I don't want that. Frightened and potentially stunned. Effect macro on effect create. Oh goodness. System triggers. How do I want this to do? Activate effect. Sorry, there's a bunch of like really weird stuff about Foundry. Like I said, it's great, but it's very complicated because of the customization options, and I'm not the best at this. So we want it to be the 10 rounds. That's what this, I don't want that. Okay, let's see. I go into let me go into a fake battle map. All right. This is my testy battle map, my Crossroads battle map here. All right, so we're gonna drag our Forgotten Foxglove onto the screen here. All right. Now let's pretend that we're going into combat. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so big. Your PC's at 1 HP. It's not gonna survive. All right, roll off. All right. PC is going to magically heal. Oh. All right. Next up. All right. Begin combat. So PC healed. End of his turn. Forgotten Foxglove. Okay. Let's try this. Let's try Strike Fear. How would you like to use place measured template? Ooh, yes. Yes, I like that. So I placed my template. And now it prompts me to give the DC 12 charisma save, which is great. One or more controlled token. Oh, here. There we go. All right, so our PC saves, but maybe the cultist also. All right, cultist fails. So can I apply to selected token? Strike Fear. But it actually, that's not what I wanted. Okay, I need to fix this Strike Fear. All right, effects, edit, brand, apply, what did it do? All right, let's try that. Apply brand to him, which is what I want. I want to turn on this condition. I edit. Passive effects, maybe? Effect? No, not passive effect. No, it's gotta be the temporary effect. Temporary. All right. We'll use this. I just need to find. So let's go in. Icons. Body. Singing skills. Should be in here. All right, let's. What is framed called? Terror. Okay. Save changes. Still not confident that that's exactly what I want it to be, but we'll see how that goes. All right, let's go through. We go through. This guy makes another charisma save and succeeds. I want it to this thing, but let's go to the top of the round. Let's try this again. Strike Fear. Usability. Why is it 8 rounds, 4 turns? That doesn't make sense to me. Alright, let's edit this again. We're going to go edit. Duration. Okay. I need to change it maybe 2 seconds. I change it to 60 seconds. Maybe it'll do what I want it to. Alright, but do this. I'm going to do. Alright, so he fails. Alright, now let's see. It says he's frightened. Go in here. Okay. That sucks. Oh well. Attribute. Here. Maybe I can't do it. Alright, that's alright. We've got it where we kind of want it. Gotta... I'll have to play with that a little bit more. Okay, so we've got that. Now we need to create another feature. It's actually in my compendium. Feature. Multi-attack, that's where I want. Alright, now let's expand this. And we're going to say cell Wraith and use its strike sphere. It then makes a melee attack. Hooray! Okay. Got its multi-attack. And I think that's the end of our fell race. Hooray! Alright, we're gonna empty this combat track. No, I don't want to create a new lootable. Perfect. Our fell wraith is complete. Hooray! Alright. Again, I'm not anticipating that my player heroes are going to attack her, but if they do, I have something in place in case that occurs. Because I've come to realize you can't expect that your players aren't going to attack something just because you didn't intend for them to attack it. Even if you have just a gist of a stat block, basic statistics in case they need to make a saving throw, some sort of weapon or armor, a pool of hit points. You don't need them to have like a fully completed stat block, but just a gist of things definitely helps. And for this particular stat block, I just knew I knew what I wanted that stat block to be based off of. So I already had in mind, okay, this is going to be a type of fell race. So I just worked on that. All right. All of these frame drops have stopped now, but goodness, there were a lot. Bit rate. How to lower my bit rate. Oh, that's how. Okay, well, I can't do that right. Bad. Alright. So, got our first NPC demo. The first NPC that I'm working on right now, I should say. Now we're going to second NPC. So we've got Pot Whitfoot. I actually think I might have even completed him. Let me look. Pot Whitfoot. Alright, so he's supposed to have 10 intelligence, 12 wisdom, and 13 charisma. Okay, cool. He does have all that stuff. I'm going to give him actually a little bit more strength. I think that he's probably a little stronger than base. 12. Dexterity, though, I don't think that he's very dexterous. I'm going to lower that a little bit. Constitution, I think he's got frail constitution. We're going to go with a 9 on constitution. Alright, so we got that. He's not going to have any sort of weapons or anything. This is the mayor of the Shire. Should give him a little bit of features from his culture. Got Hobbit Sense and Unobtrusive. Let's throw those two in there. I already had those pre-made of what I made for my player heroes for their character creation stuff. Got that. He's not going to have a whole lot of armor. Hit points I think is fine as that. He does have a little bit of insight and persuasion skills. and his languages are Western. So that is all well and good. I think I've got his portrait. Yes, I do. All right, so he is good to go. That on to Gerda. And I think I actually wanted to, oh yes, I already made her token. Perfect. So good. Let's see, Gerda. Let's see what we have for Gerda. Actually don't have any stat block information. That's okay. Gerda, I don't think is a very charismatic person, so I think she's going to have probably 8 charisma. She is more intelligent, so I think she'll be probably 13 intelligence, and she's definitely more dexterous. Strength, she's probably about 9. And then wisdom, yeah, we'll probably keep wisdom at 10. Constitution can probably stay at 10 as well. Going to have regular Western as her languages. And then skills. So I feel like she's going to be particularly good at medicine, be good at travel, and probably nature. Travel, nature, medicine. Yeah, that should be good. Perfect. Okay. Got that for Gerda. Is good to go. She is a hobbit, so let's give her some hobbit stuff. Cultures, let's see, what do we have? Language and song, that's not her. Neat and nimble hands, B. Oh yeah, she's definitely a Harfoot. And we'll give her herbalism kit. All right, perfect. Perfect. All right, got our Gerda now. So let's close Gerda. Now we got to actually get out my list of all we had to do. Of ill, Billings, and Miscrust. Got a few different NPCs to do up. Let's see, we've got Hot Whitfoot. Let's create, this is going to be a NPC. Let's go with Hamfast Gamgee. All right, Hamfast. So Hamfast, I don't actually have dedicated art for Hamfast Gamgee, so I'm going to go into my little folder of different art that I've got here. I actually bought a bit of artwork from a artist that does artwork for halflings and that kind of stuff. So let's see, we've got a couple different options. This guy kind of looks, reminds me of Sam-ish. Definitely not that guy, or that guy, or that guy, that guy. Oh, maybe this guy. Let's see. Got apples, that guy's more stout. Okay, let's you know what, this guy actually reminds me more of him, so we'll go with this guy. So let's get to work. So first our portrait. Load. Actor. Bump here. Second. I don't know what's happening here. Your data. Data. back to that. All right, let's move on. So we've got Gamgee, who is probably going to be a bit stronger. Give him 13 strength. Maybe not so much. Actually, you know what? He might not be bad with dexterity. He's got nimble fingers. Constitution's going to be up there as well. Charisma is probably pretty average. Unfortunately, he's probably not that great with intelligence. Wisdom, we're going to bump down as well. I see him as more of a charismatic, strong person. I'll actually bump up his charisma one. And now let's give him here dexterity and wisdom. All right, we'll give you. He's probably good with carpenter's tools. We're going to modify his skills. He's going to be really good with nature. And good with, I think, insight as well. And probably even animal handling. Because he's good at that. And we'll give him athletics as well. Just a little bit of stuff. Hey. Got our Gamgee. And Gamgee, can I get a picture for him? Please, for the love of everything. Know what it's doing here. Okay, we'll come back to this. Type token. Parents. Oh, wait. Go this way? Nope. Okay. We'll come back to that. I wonder if it isn't because maybe it's trying to protect my information or something like that. Back to that. We've got Gamgee done up. Let's now go to their next one. We've got Holman Greenhand. Greenhand is another NPC. And Holman. Alright, so Holman is getting a little older. He's going to be pretty wise. His constitution is going to be up there as well. Dexterity, I want to say that Holman's probably a little bit more of a frail man. I see Gamgee as more of a stronger individual. Holman Greenhand, I think, is weaker. And intelligence, we'll say he's got lower intelligence. That should be pretty good. We're going to give Holman like follow high doesn't work. Yeah, we'll give Holman a Harfoot. we'll give him Weaver's Tools. And skills, let's see. So Holman will be good with old lore and nature, of course. And then we'll give him also perception. All right, our Holman. Oh no, the baby is waking. All right. Okay. Got Hamfast and Holman. Hot Whitfoot. We've got Gerda Bofin. Let's do Juniper Broadbelt. Juniper Broadbelt. NPC. All right. So Juniper is going to be a bit more like quick-witted. We're going to give her higher intelligence. I don't think she's particularly charismatic, but I'll say she's an 11. Wisdom is way down. Strength, I think she's average. Dexterity, average. But I think she's got amazing constitution. We'll do that up for Juniper. For her language and song, no, not really knee and nimble. Yeah, we'll go with Falahide. Just to give it a shot. We don't have any Falahides right now. At least in our NPCs. Let's see. Calligrapher, cartographer. Let's say calligrapher. She's the proprietor of the floating log, which is an inn. So she's probably well versed in ledgers and that kind of stuff. For skills, let's see. She's going to be good in probably sleight of hand. Probably riddle. I think she's good with investigation. And hunting. Definitely hunting. All right. Got our Juniper. Just flying through these. All right. Now, should we do Lobelia? Yeah, we'll do Lobelia. Oops. Item, new actor. Lobelia brace girdle. Lobelia is going to be very low charisma. Going to be quick-witted, maybe not wise, very constitutionist, and dexterous as heck. She's very sneaky. Okay, let's lower her constitution slightly. Strength, I don't think she's going to be fairly strong. I'll actually bump up her strength maybe by 1. Alright, so that is our brace girdle. And she's going to be... Can I make her fallow hide? Oh, she's probably Stewar, actually. Actually, no, she's probably Harfoot. Because of who her father is. And she's good with Mason's tool. Skills, she's particularly deceptive, good with sleight of hand and riddle. Perfect. All right. That is Lobelia. Alrighty. So we are coming up on a little over an hour here for our stream. I have a little boy who has woken up, so I'm going to go take care of my baby. Thank you so much to everyone who joined me on the stream today, all of our viewers. I know today's was a little bit more, a little less chatty than usual. I wasn't quite as talkative as I usually am, but I do appreciate everyone's continued support. Thank you so much to our new followers and viewers. As always, continue to watch me on social media for word of when our upcoming one-shot will be. Again, thank you all so much, and have yourself a great weekend. I will probably talk to you guys come Monday. Take care.